sure you guys can all guess what today's video is on. I am so excited to have finally finished up this video, and I am so excited to share it with you guys. Today's video is, like I said, my birth vlog. It's gonna be a little different than most traditional birth vlogs just because I did not get to film everything that I wanted to. I was kind of limited on certain things that I could film, and I was also in the process of giving birth to my son, so I didn't necessarily get everything that I wanted. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys the full story of every single thing from going into the hospital to when I came out with Hudson, and I'm going to do it and like talk about it, but then I'm also going to flash back to the moments in the hospital where I actually did get footage. So here we go. I'm so excited. All right, so day one was Wednesday, April 3rd, and I went into the hospital. I woke up that morning at around 9 a.m. and I couldn't eat one thing because I was getting Cervidil put on my, not uterus, Cervidil on my cervix to help soften the cervix and help induce labor. So I went into the hospital at about 4:30 p.m. and I'll just show you all the video. No one told me that putting a baby car seat in the car was going to be a workout. Anyways, got my bags in the trunk, and me and my mom are getting ready to head to the hospital and check in. Got the car seat in the car, and we definitely need a little more help with it because we don't know how to do that, but thank goodness for the hospital people that are gonna help us. So yeah, so I am getting ready to head to the hospital right now and check in. I'm gonna be filming what I'm doing when I get there. So I'll see you guys at the hospital. My dad filming this. All right, y'all. We're almost to the hospital. Are you excited to be a grandma? No comment. Okay, I'll see y'all in the hospital. Y'all, we really out here doing this?
I got that Wilkes in me.
I can't even.
I got that coach. I got that
Grandma's here.
Wilkes in me.
You're so
I
extra.
got that Wilkes in me.
Grandma's here.
How we doing, little mama?
Good. Yes. Y'all, this hallway got me so nervous. Alright, y'all, so I am in the hospital room now. My mom, my grandma. The nurses just came in, and I just got this fat IV that hurt so freaking bad, and we thought that we were gonna have to redo it, but we didn't, thank goodness. It was the worst needle I've ever had in my entire life, so I'm glad that's over with. And now I am just waiting for the doctor to get here to give me the, I can't ever remember if it's called the Cervidil or the Cervifil. Cervidil. Yeah, the Cervidil to help soften the cervix, and hopefully I can eat soon.
Not right.
I got all the fam bam here.
I think it's for her.
Grandpa,
Oh, she wants to
Papa,
see. Oh,
my
I
dad,
thought she was saying
Sarah. where I'm taking all my pics for the gram because y'all know I gotta be extra like that.
Do you want to have a seat here?
No.
And I finally get to eat in 30 minutes. It's only been 12 hours. Everything is good so far. Been having some contractions, but not a lot. And they're gonna start the Pitocin in the morning. And I'll keep y'all posted. And here they come with all the food. Yes, girl. I can finally eat. It's been 12 hours. I am so happy because it's been 12 hours and I can finally eat. My sister and my grandparents went to pick me up Panera. And you best believe I'm eating all of this. So I've been having some contractions, but nothing crazy yet. So the plan is to just start the Pitocin tomorrow morning. And I'm gonna have a baby. This is my grandpa. I'm putting this on my YouTube.
Bodyguard.
Grandpa, aka bodyguard. Yes, he is.
Yes.
Baby's gonna look like Papa.
No hair.
Really though, that looks so good.
Look at my chocolate croissant.
What we got in here? Goodies.
6 pound 1 ounces.
I'm going 6.2.
We're all guessing his weight right now.
6 pound 1 ounce.
Do you know?
No.
Grandma only weighed 5 pounds or so.
You don't know how much they're gonna weigh until they actually come out.
Actually, I'm gonna do 5 point. And then I'll go from there.
What y'all do with the
Mom's
bags?
going a little bit bigger, 6, 7.
Bring them in.
Grandma?
I'll do 6'2".
6.
Mom.
I'm gonna say 6'5", 6'4". Maddie?
I'm gonna go with.
Lauren, do you have the extra napkins? You didn't put any in ours.
I put some in Maddie's.
I'm gonna go with 6'6".
You're not doing smaller, baby?
Wow.
That's just what I'm gonna go with. If I'm right, I'm right.
Did Sarah guess? Sarah?
No, I'll text her and ask her. Who? Comment down below how much you think he's gonna weigh. All right, so that was a lot. I was so happy to eat. I was so happy to eat. Like, I was so freaking hungry, guys. You don't even know. I hadn't eaten since 9 a.m. that morning, and like being pregnant and not being able to eat is literally the worst thing in the planet. Like, I was legit throwing up so much. It was horrible. So as you guys saw, I had all my family there with me. It was so nice. They brought me food and just gave me company while I was in the hospital that night. It was great to have my friends there and just be able to hang out with them before the big day started and all the craziness happened. But what I did not film was that night. I didn't really get a ton of sleep. I had the nurses coming in all night long. I had the straps like all on my belly. I had the IV in my hand. I had, Hudson moving around everywhere in my belly. And on top of that, I just was in a hospital bed and it wasn't comfortable at all. So I didn't really film a lot that night, but that's basically all that happened. I started feeling like minor contractions, nothing crazy, nothing like super painful, just felt kind of crampy. But Thursday morning was when I started the Pitocin, and that is basically a synthetic version of oxytocin, which your body naturally produces to put you in labor. And this is what they did for me. Since Hudson was born at 38 weeks, I was induced. So that all started on Thursday morning. I want to say around 9 a.m. Well, I'd been pretty much awake since really all night, but I got a few hours of sleep, like closer to the late morning, like 6, 7. And so I woke up at 8. Then after that, the doctor came in and she checked my cervix. We started the Pitocin, and let me just take y'all to that day. Okay, so it's almost 9 a.m. Thursday morning, and I slept okay throughout the night. It wasn't horrible, but I have this saline. I'm like, I need to turn the volume down on this TV because it's kind of loud. Yeah, so I slept like pretty decent, but since I have this bag right up here hooked to the IV for like electrolytes, hydration, I guess it's like some saline type stuff, I'm not really sure, it made me have to go pee so much. So I got up like 3 times in the night, and the nurses came in probably like every time I had to go to the bathroom, as well as a couple of other times to like switch the bags. And so it was just kind of hard to like fall back asleep since I'm like super anxious about today being the day. And yeah, really just like everything, because I didn't know what to expect or like how everything's gonna go down. But my mom slept here with me last night, and I'm just so excited, y'all. Like, I can't. Do y'all hear my little boy? He's so cute. So yeah, so she left to go take a shower. This lighting is seriously horrible. Like, I can't take it. Yeah, so I only got that little clip from Thursday morning, just because everything that day kind of went so fast yet so slow. It was so crazy. It was just a wild ride. But let me kind of give you a breakdown before I get to Friday, where I actually had him. So the Pitocin was working really, really slow on me, and usually they do 2, I don't know how to say it really, but they will up the dosage by 2 every 30 minutes, and usually you go up until 20. So I started feeling some contractions once we got to about 8, and up until then it felt pretty fine. I just felt minor cramps, nothing like super crazy. And then well, first off, the nurse said I could get the epidural literally anytime I wanted. And so I was like, okay, well, I kind of want to see like what contractions feel like and just be able to experience a little bit of that before they got like super painful. So by the time I got to 8, I was like, I think I'm going to put in the request for the epidural because I know it's going to take about 45 minutes to get. And I also had to have 2 bags of the saline drip before I could get the epidural. So I went ahead and requested it, and the funniest moment happened, and I think I'm gonna have to put the clip in because it's so funny. My grandma took it. She took it right before I got the epidural. I was filing my nails, and my mom just started talking to me, and she was just saying the funniest things ever, and I was laughing so hard. I was in tears. Like, it was just so funny. I was in like the weirdest mood. I was just feeling all kinds of different, I was just feeling some kind of way. And like I said, this is before my epidural, so I hadn't had anything. And then all of a sudden I started wailing, like just crying my eyes out. And I was like, it hurts so bad. And I don't know what happened. Like, I do not know what happened. Like, I was laughing so hard. And one minute I was in like the happiest mood ever. And then I just started bawling my eyes out. Like, let me just show you guys.
Big pad for you. Don't do that while I'm trying to go through this. Honey, we don't have no big pad. We only have baby pad. What's wrong? What hurts? It hurts. You wanna call? Tell them it's time.
Yeah, so I obviously didn't catch everything from that clip, but as you can tell, it was a weird emotional experience. Anyways, from there, I went ahead and got the epidural, which did not hurt at all. I was so scared to get it, and people just really talk it up so much, like it's gonna be the most painful thing in the world. And if any of you guys have had acupuncture before, I will go ahead and let you know that it feels like an acupuncture zing. Like, it does not hurt at all. And so my body went numb from here down, and it was the best thing ever. I didn't feel any more contractions. I felt like the tightness, like pulling, or I don't even know. I felt the contracting, but not the pain from it, if that makes sense. And from there, like I said, I couldn't eat anymore. Once you start the Pitocin, you can't eat. And I was just getting so nauseous. Like, I started throwing up a ton. But the benefit of that was, one, it made me feel better after, and two, it actually really helped push the baby down to open up my cervix more. So around, I want to say later on that night, because I'm just going to speed past everything because I didn't really do much besides lay there in the bed and wait for myself to dilate. Around, I want to say 10 p.m., the doctor came in and said I was 5 centimeters dilated, and I was so happy that I finally made it to that 5 centimeter mark. Basically, once you get to 5, you're supposed to progress really fast from there. Then at about 4:30 a.m., I finally got the doctor in, and she checked my cervix and she let me know that I was 9 centimeters and that I could probably start pushing. And I was so happy. I just couldn't believe it was finally here. And so she went out and said she was going to come back in and get everything prepped and ready to go. And I just started getting so nervous. Like, I was like, I can't believe, like, I'm getting ready to push a baby out. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what to expect. I'm really scared. I'm really nervous. I know I have all my family and friends here with me, but this is just really scary. And, like, I can't believe I'm really about to do this. And the nurse came back in with all the prep stuff, and my heart was just, like, pumping. Like, I can't believe it's actually time to start pushing. Like, I'm gonna have a baby. And this was Friday morning, like I said, at 4:30 in the morning. I had been in the hospital since Wednesday, and so it had just been a long time, and I just couldn't believe the moment was actually here. Like, guys, it was intense, like, so intense. And so the nurse came in and I started pushing, but for some reason there was this part of the cervix that was just not opening up the way that it was supposed to, and the nurse thought that we needed to wait a little while so that the baby could do it on its own and we weren't forcing it. So we waited a little while, and at about 7:30, I finally got the go-ahead to, for real, start pushing. So I am going to take you guys to this clip that I started filming. We had my camera set up because we weren't sure, we just weren't really sure, like, the filming rules there, but I really wanted to get as much as I could. A lot of stuff is blocked because nurses and, you know, just like family and stuff were in the way, but it was actually perfect because I didn't want to show too much, and it blocked everything, like, just perfectly. But yeah, so 7:30 a.m. I got the go-ahead to start pushing, and this is where my life changed. I want you guys to be able to see this and, I guess, like, experience what I experienced. I know that's not going to be the case, but I at least want to show you guys what happened and how it all went down. Ryan, will you bring me another bag over here, like, just in case?
Yes. Please.
The strong one?
Yeah.
In there, okay, yeah.
I don't want Huddy to think I'm stinky.
You gotta have a good impression.
That's so cute.
It looks like they ain't playing around this time.
I'm like, he's gonna like
like whatever I smell like because
He's been there.
yeah.
Seen it, been there, done that.
So what are they changing at 7 or 8?
8. Yep, so she's here and I told her the next call would be for delivery.
Like hopefully we can get them out by then.
I'm sure hoping, you can negotiate too.
I'm not going there.
Let's get this baby out. Oh, baby.
I know, I had to sit up so high because it's hard to throw up when you're like, your back is in a weird tilted position.
Yeah, you can't move real well.
Mm-mm. We can take this like. And then, do I need to untie this at all or like do anything with skin?
Yeah, we'll unbutton it and
Be immediately they want her, and then coming back.
I told her I was fine.
Alright, who wants to be on light duty?
Those two are like,
earlier.
she's, or do you think you can do the umbilical clip?
Yeah, I can do that. I just get nauseous, like, watching her push. It makes me feel so sick. Like, I'm gonna pass out.
couch duty.
Okay, yeah. We don't
You
need
can
another
cheer.
patient, so make sure you, if you start feeling funny, sit down, okay?
Whenever my head starts to feel tired, I'll let you know. Because like
Okay.
right now I feel fine.
Okay.
Well, because you're resting. Because you're resting.
Yeah, I know.
We're all doing nervous teas.
I know.
Because we've
Just
had
gotta
nothing
rotate.
to drink and we've gone pee like 5 times this morning.
You're doing it for her, right?
Yeah.
By proxy. Alright.
Further symptoms.
And do you want me to keep this on?
I think we're okay right now. We'll just set it beside you and then
Abby, you ready for me to turn that? Push, 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 push.
take a breath, go right back at it, and push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a breath again. Big breath and push. 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. 10. One more time. And push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 9. Good job. You got one more in ya? Push.
Oh my
2,
gosh,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and rest. See his little blonde hair right See how it stains?
Oh, oh my gosh, I'm like, he needs to come out now.
He's coming out now.
He is.
Look at that.
Push, 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 push. Good job.
Good push.
Oh my gosh, there he is. Beautiful. Take a breath and right back out. You want to come over?
Oh
my God.
So close.
Yeah.
It looked tiny.
Feel like you need to push or do you need to rest?
I need a rest.
Then rest. Do you need this?
Push. There he is. Yes.
Good. Oh, so good.
Yes. Take a breath again. Ready? Push, 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 push,
Yes,
push,
Maddie.
push, 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 push.
Oh my God. You're doing amazing.
Oh, goodness.
Take a deep breath and go for it again. So close.
Okay. There you go.
Yes.
I probably need a,
Oh, hold on, push this little one out. I think.
yeah, Rita might have you take this back here. Ready?
Hard push.
Ready? Hard.
Big push.
Ready? Push, 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 push.
Go, 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 go.
Yes,
All
Maddie.
your might.
Yes. Keep going, keep going. Yes, Maddie. Take a breath, take a breath. Ready? Fill your lungs in. Go. Push, push,
Yes,
push, 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 push.
You got this. Oh, you're
So close. Take a breath.
And push again. Wonderful.
Yes, girl.
Here he
Oh,
goes.
there he is.
Good
There you
job,
go.
darling.
Oh my God.
Okay.
equal times 1.
Perfect.
Ready?
Your mic, darling, babe.
Push, 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 push. Look, open your eyes and look. Take a breath again. Take a breath again. Take a breath.
Push, big push. Forward. Come on, little one.
He's coming.
Take a deep breath and push big. Push big. All your might. All your might. Good.
There he is. There he is.
Happy birthday.
More screaming. We need some more screaming. Are we at 1 minute?
Congratulations.
Good long way to change out. Absolutely all the way. Nice job. Tell us about it.
He already had a grip.
There's those lips.
Have we spent a minute?
That's true.
Yeah, it's about a minute.
Oh my goodness.
It has been a minute, Kathy?
Yes.
Okay. Now, who would like to touch these? Good enough. Are you okay?
Uh-huh. That's Lauren.
That's sister there. Okay, so you're going to cut right between these two things. Do y'all want to get a picture?
Yes.
Hold on just a minute. Let me cover her back up. Cover, cut right there. Just a minute. There we go. This makes for better pictures. There you go. Here, Sarah, if you go around here. You got the camera. We are.
See who gets to hold the baby first.
Very big.
Me.
Hard for you.
I think let's not worry.
Cute. He literally has the most perfect little face ever.
Those lips and those cheeks, so mesmerized.
And that little nose. Oh my gosh, I'm so sweet. We're going home. Oh, we're not where she went.
Where she went.
What'd you think about that? What'd you think about that? Was that you? Was that you in there? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I really can't believe it. Like, alright guys, so that's the end of today's video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite part was. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that big red button and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss another video. I love you guys so much. I am so happy that I got to share this with you. And stay tuned on my channel for more videos. And me and Hudson will be back with more.